Hey, this is Katie with more tips to help you sell more online. So we actually have like the greatest infinite wisdom here today. Liam Garcia, can you tell us what you do for BigCommerce?
Sure. I'm an enterprise account manager here at BigCommerce.
What do you handle? You got like PPC, like
PPC, SEO, marketing knowledge, everything from business logistics, fulfillment, shipping, all that stuff.
The whole package here to help us today with PPC. So how to take your online store from Lightspeed to Plaid. If you don't get that reference, look up the movie because it's amazing. Do it this weekend. With pay-per-click. Again, PPC means pay-per-click. So first thing, let's make sure we actually have an understanding of a search engine breakdown of actual results. So can you tell us a little bit about how this kind of breaks down in 3 sections?
Sure. So this is your typical landing page in Google. Your first page results. You'll notice that a lot of times they're always broken down into 2 sections. You have your paid section, and then of course we have organic. And so our goal with marketing overall, including PPC, is to be able to completely dominate the landing page or the home page of Google results.
Yeah, it's all going to be you. That's kind of the ultimate goal here. So PPC in particular kind of, again, helps you crank it to Plaid or like ludicrous crazy speed because you can actually see results within hours, which is something you told me the other day. Yeah. Crazy. Who doesn't want results in hours and traffic coming to your store? So break for no one. Use PPC. We're going to show you how. This is actually something really cool you shared with me. SEO Hack, better understand your audience. So you're kind of doing 2 things at once. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So what we mean with this is that you can actually use and leverage the information that you gain from PPC in order to work on your SEO. So the kind of information that you can use is, for example, new keywords that you might discover, or even shopping behaviors of your customers online. Everything from when they actually shop for your product, or it could be something like regional differences in keyword phrases. So you want to go ahead and leverage that data that you gain from PPC in order to work on your SEO and increase that over time.
Cool. Bonus. Love it. Yeah. So next is kind of like leads us into PPC and SEO and how they kind of work together and apart at the same time. So kind of targeting PPC cost is going to be high at the start, and SEO is going to pick up over time. Can you kind of tell us about how that switch occurs from SEO to PPC? Sure.
So as we mentioned earlier, you want to go ahead and use the information you get from PPC to increase your SEO. So that's one of the ways that you get this curve up in increase in clicks, decrease in ad spend by using PPC knowledge to increase your SEO. Now, when we're talking about PPC, the way that we get this decrease is by continuing to refine your ads. So the sweet spot right here is, towards the end here. Continuing to work on both types of campaigns over time will get you to a point where the majority of your ad spend will actually be free. Or by ad spend, I mean your traffic will actually come to you free versus paid.
Yep, and your visit spike. I love it. Very awesome. Okay, so when is it time to hit the big PPC button? If you haven't seen the movie, make sure that you're really, really meaning it and want to go for it. So kind of like 3 tips here from Liam as to kind of how to get started and know when to turn on campaigns.
Right, so the first one is I recommend that you go ahead and get started within the first week or so of actually launching your store. Now that means, once you're on your proper domain, once you have products, etc., meaning when you can ensure that you have a good customer experience. Which actually takes us to the next point, which is once you can process a few orders, whether it's friends, family, you yourself running a couple of orders, or once you actually have a couple of legitimate orders come through, it's a good time to go ahead and again, press that button because you can ensure a good customer experience. And then, of course, continue to work on your SEO as you press that button and after you press that button.
Yes, you can see that spike.
That's right. That's how we go ahead and get to this point right now.
Awesome. Dude, I love it. That's amazing. Right. So there's more. Next week, we're actually going to go what's on the back of the board of how to get started and kind of some tips and tricks for you, too, to make sure you're successful. So thank you so much for all the knowledge. I love you. So tune in next week for more on PPC. Thanks.
Thanks.
You're amazing. I love you. You're so good. Anytime.